Welcome. This tutorial demonstrates how to update the Flash Magazine Deluxe. This particular component helps us achieve the page peeling effect within a Joomla website. This feature again is a PDF viewer which allows us to turn the pages of this PDF as if it were an actual magazine. It also provides pretty cool features in terms of being able to zoom in and view the PDF. You could also set a file to download the PDF here as well. So there's a lot of cool features here. This particular component is developed by Joomla and can be found on the website joomla.com. It's a one-time licensable fee per website. So this has been licensed for the More Sales Corporation website. Here we're going to enter the administrative section of your website. By now you should know how to get here. You would put your domain name /administrator, enter your login credentials, and now you are viewing the Joomla dashboard. By now you already know how to add articles and update menu items using the Joomla backend. The item that I'm about to show you is an extension, meaning it is a component that has been installed to achieve special functionality. In this case, it's a Flash Magazine Deluxe. So here we're viewing it in the back end of the website. Just to let you know, before we get into all of the back end of this website, you really should have many of your files prepared prior to coming in here to begin installation of those files. Here you can see as this website has been active and already has many active Flash magazines. Here you can see that we can categorize them. In this case we have them categorized by manufacturer. Then we also have particular magazines that we set to categories, and these items, if set to the category of the manufacturer, it will appear on the manufacturer pages that we have configured as a module. In this case, here again we see all the items. These are the actual magazines, and everything is consistent with the Joomla formatting with the tables on the top. You could sort by any of these items, any of these criteria. Here you can see how many pages exist within each magazine. Now we're going to look a little bit further and look into the actual pages. Here you can see these are all the actual pages that have been installed into the website. Okay, here you can see we have a PDF file that we wish to prepare for use into the website. The only thing is, prior to installing this PDF needs to be, each of these pages need to be in JPEG format. So this is just a 2-page item, which makes it pretty easy, but say this were a 60-page item. In any case, we don't want to manually format that, so I'm going to show you a little trick here. Whereas there is an online service called Zamzar, and in Zamzar we can come in and we could upload the folder. We can upload the file. Here in Zamzar, we can simply upload the file. We can then set the format which we would like it to be configured, and then we set our email and ask it to convert. It says yes, we're about to. Yes, we want to do that. So similar to a cooking show, how they already have some food prepared here as we're sticking it in the oven. This process can typically take some time, but here you can see the result of that email. Here you get an email that states your file is ready. You would click on it. You then come to a special download page, and you are able to download this file. So we'll just hit save. We've already downloaded it, but we'll just go on and active as if we hadn't. So now we're going to go in and we're going to look at the files that Zamzar produced for us. And here you can see in JPEG format is the LG advertisement now in JPEG format. Okay, so a couple other things we have to do in order to prepare. First, let's kind of make these a little unique. So I'm going to call it LG 2012 page 1. I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to make that the name of file number 2. This helps in keeping your pages in order. Now something else we have to do is create a cover image. So now I'm opening this file, this JPEG. I just quickly opened it in Photoshop, and I need to adjust the image size, and I need to bring it down to what I know is our format for this particular site that we wish to have our thumbnails in. It's going to be 250 pixels. I am then going to save this file as something that I'm going to call cover, LG 2012 page 1. Okay, so now let's return back to our folder. Now you can see I have a file in here called cover. The pixels here are only 250 by 324, and here I have my pages. Having these items ready, we can now return back to the administrative section of your website. So here again, we are in the back end. We are within your component, Flash Magazine Deluxe. I'll return back to the Flash Magazine Deluxe dashboard so you can see what that looks like again. And here we know we already have a category for this item. I'll walk you through the steps just so you can see. Here we have LG Electronics. Now we're going to look further into the magazines. We can glance down. Right now we're going to actually sort them by name. This will help me see them. If I have LG, I have an LG catalog. And now in this case I'm going to call, let's create a new catalog and let's call it LG Flyer 2012. So now first we have to create a magazine for this content to live in. The category it will live in LG Electronics. For this website, we do not want to see the creation date. In this case, I believe our desired resolution is going to be 320 by 240. And then we can select our dark gray template because that is what we're using. Here you can see a preview of what it should look like. For different sizes of your source files, you might want to mess around with your resolution sizes to get it right. Now, magazine display mode, we want this to be in a Joomla model mode. That keeps it within the Joomla structure. Use subfolder, no. All the rest of these items we want to leave as they are. Now, the full screen mode, we would like to fit to screen. The zoom mode, we would like to show the original size. That allows them to zoom in on the text. Okay, now let's look a little bit further. Here we could add in a description. In this case, we'll just put LG Electronics Flyer 2012. Now we would select the thumbnail image. Here we could upload the image which we have prepared. Here we will browse. I will go to my recent places and I can see that I have my cover image which I will now upload. In this case it's telling me it will not take any spaces, so I'm going to quickly revise the name of this file so that it does not include any spaces in it whatsoever. And upon doing so, it will then let me upload this item. Upload image successful. I can now select it. It typically throws it on the bottom here for us. And now you can see my thumbnail item. Okay, so we have all these items pretty much set. The other thing we want to do is set the PDF so that we can upload it, so that we can download it upon viewing it in the file or in the magazine peeling mechanism. Here we're going to go back to the file, and here we have the brochure, and here I'm just going to call it LG brochure. And we'll leave the code in there, and we're going to remove these spaces because we know it's not going to like the spaces. So we're going to select that brochure. We can now upload the brochure. File is successful. Again, select now the brochure that we intend to use, and we can now hit save on this item. Now this again was the creation of the magazine itself. We have saved it. I'm going to now hit save and close so we can begin to import the files that we have prepared for upload for pages. Now there are a couple ways of doing this. In a case where we only have a couple pages, we could simply go into the plus icon here to create a new page. And in doing so, we can select the correct magazine. We can title it. We would call it page 1. It's an image. We would then upload the image as you saw previous, as I've already done. So here it is, LG 2000 page 1, and I would upload this item. All I would have to do is hit save, and this would be active. I'm going to show you the alternate way of uploading pages, as it will assist you in uploading multiple pages. This will require you to have the ability to access the back end of the website via FTP, which is another tutorial you will have to learn. At this point, I'm just going to proceed as if you already have FTP installed. To understand FTP, you can see our Adver Group tutorial on FTP installations and configurations. So here we would select the magazine. In cases where we're adding a lot of images, we would come here and we would put in /upload, as I have a file here, and this is an FTP program which you will learn more of by watching our FTP tutorial. But in this case, quick explanation of an FTP is, right now you're looking at the back end of your server and seeing all the files which make up your website. Here we have a folder called Upload, and in this folder called Upload, we are going to drag and drop the images that we wish to upload and install as pages. So here I'm just going to drag them into the folder. Now these are existing on a folder on the server, waiting to be uploaded. So now I can simply hit upload and it will create all the pages, or I could hit create and it will upload, take those images from that file and upload it. So now you can see pages created successfully. So we're going to go ahead and visit the front page of the website here again, and now we're going to hit refresh. And the way we have this configured is that this page should show us all active magazines, and here you can see the magazine we just created. This that we're looking upon is the thumbnail image. Here is the description that we placed in there. We can click on this item to view the magazine, and now you are able to view this PDF in the page peeling component that we have purchased from Joomla. Again, this is the Flash Magazine Deluxe Joomla component. Here you can see in visiting the website that again we can view it as a page peeling. We can see the title of the pages. We can have PDF download. There are many other interesting features that this product offers that we're not including in this website. We could actually add music, sound into these items. We could add a flipping sound. We could add background music. There's a lot of features here. I encourage you to explore it. Visit the Joomla website where you can read more about it as well. This now concludes our tutorial on how to update your website and the component that is known as the Flash Magazine Deluxe. Thank you for viewing this tutorial. Please visit our website to view many more tutorials that will help you understand Joomla and the basics of web design. Thank you.